Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome to the ring from Greenwich, London, the undefeated Triple D, Daniel Dynamite Dubois.
Daniel Dubois on his way in. His 4 fights so far have lasted in total 9 minutes and 44 seconds. He is a man in a hurry, and here looking to take a belt, the vacant Southern Area title. Big boy. Just turned 20, as you've heard. More than 17 stones of him. He's still learning, but my goodness, he can punch. Trainer Martin Bowers says that this tonight against AJ Carter, tough man from Brixton, represents a bit of a step up. Is he going to get past the first round? So far, he has looked as though he has got power to put people away with virtually every shot, and he's already starting to accumulate a sizable following, hoping that he's going to turn out to be a very exciting young talent indeed, and maybe destined for a British title shot before too long, maybe an English title shot. First of all, though, he's got to find a way to account for AJ Carter.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to a night of World Championship Boxing live on BT Sport from the Copper Box Arena here in London, England. We get the action started with the big boys of boxing, 10 rounds scheduled in the heavyweight division, and it will be for the vacant Southern Area Championship. Brought to you by Frank Warren on behalf of Queensberry Promotions, along with their great sponsors, 32 Red, Raynham Steel, and Foot Asylum. It is sanctioned by the British Boxing Board of Control. Steward in charge, John Handelar. Our referee in charge will be Lee Cook. Introducing to you first, fighting tonight out of the red corner, he's wearing black, white, and green, and weighed in at 15 stone, 12 pounds. Coming to us from Brixton, London, he brings a professional record consisting of 8 wins, 3 defeats, with 6 of his 8 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome AJ Big Dog Carter. And his opponent across the ring, fighting tonight out of the blue corner. He's wearing black trimmed in gold and weighed in at 17 stone, 1 pound. Hailing from Greenwich, London, he is undefeated with 4 wins. All 4 wins come by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the current WBC Youth World Heavyweight Champion, Triple D, Daniel Dynamite Dubois.
You both had your instructions in the dressing room. You know what I expect. Obey my commands at all times, defend yourself at all times. Shake hands. Good luck.
Well, Daniel Dubois, a mountain of a man. AJ Carter, who celebrates his 30th birthday tomorrow. You might have recognised in his corner the man who's been training him, helping him get ready for this. Very good fighter of a few years back, Richard Williams, one of our best light middleweights, or super welterweights as you call him now. And he says that AJ Carter is an improving fighter, but the big test is going to be whether or not he can take the power of Daniel Dubois. He'll be looking to spear him. Oh my goodness, first shot is landed, the chopping right hand, and Carter down.
Yeah, incredible, John, wasn't it? He seemed to literally walk to the corner right from the opening bell. So Carter caught early.
And he's looking to put him away again in this opening round, and he goes down for a second time. The right hand again, detonating on his head in a similar spot to the first, which put him down. So 2 knockdowns. Referee Lee Cook is looking carefully, and now, oh, that's surely it. Massive right hand, and it is all over in the first round. And a colossal right hand from Daniel Dubois, and Carter with that, I think, has been knocked cold.
Yeah, a super shot finished the job off there, John, wasn't it? But Carter, right from the word go, just wasn't in the contest at all. As soon as the bell went for the first round, he sort of drifted into a neutral corner, took a jab and then a short right hand. Let's hope the lad's all right. There's still no movement there. Martin Bow is just calming Daniel Dubois down. That's very sensible indeed, and let's just, fingers crossed, everything's okay with AJ Carter.
Tyson Fury and his dad John watching at ringside. And the man who would be the English champion, Nathan Gorman, young heavyweight, coached by Ricky Hatton, watching behind me, and with a little bit of a shake of the head when I turned to look to get his reaction to that. He knew, as the whole crowd knew, that AJ Carter, with that third big right hand, had taken a huge shot and was in a lot of trouble. Well, the paramedics are in there now and still giving emergency treatment. They will administer oxygen, and rightly, Daniel Dubois not in celebratory mood at this stage. The crowd here at the Copper Box Arena is stunned a little by what they've just seen. Thunderous punching from Daniel Dubois, and AJ Carter, the Brixton heavyweight. We did wonder about his ability to take a shot. He'd been beaten by a couple of lads, Kenneth Adiki, Kamil Sokolovsky, neither of whom are top bracket heavyweights, and we wondered whether or not he was going to be able to take the power of Daniel Dubois, and quite clearly, as you've seen, he was not able to do so. He'll be moving up in levels from this Daniel Dubois. I think you're pretty safe to say he's going to have to move up significantly before too long. He'll be looking for an English title. You know, the youngest ever British champion was Joe Bugner, 3 days after his 21st birthday, when he beat Henry Cooper back in 1971. And who knows, maybe Daniel Dubois could go even quicker. There is a regulation which says that fighters can't fight for the British title until they're 21, but I know that Frank Warren is thinking of petitioning the Boxing Board of Control to get that regulation changed and to allow him to fight for the British title before that. British title, incidentally, which is going to be contested on October the 6th between Gary Cornish and Sam Sexton. That's for the vacant crown. AJ Carter is still down there on the ring canvas. He is moving now, and it looks as though he's beginning to recover, and he's now being helped to his feet, and you can hear the reaction of the crowd. He's been given oxygen as well by the paramedics. You see the oxygen mask around his face and now being toweled down, and happy to say it looks as though he is starting to make a recovery, but I would imagine he'll be taken to hospital as a precautionary move, and we'll get the confirmation of the result in a few seconds' time after AJ Carter's recovery continues, and Daniel Dubois will be confirmed as having his 5th consecutive victory. Although it is the hurt game, for want of a better word, the hurt business, I think, is probably more accurate, and AJ Carter knows all about that, but nobody wants to see serious injuries. He's clearly regaining composure now, and he's now on his feet and walking across towards centre ring, and he's going to be moved now out of the ring and will, I think, shortly be joining Daniel Dubois centre ring for confirmation of the results. He's going to go back to the dressing room. Meantime, we can, in a moment or two, analyse once more a tremendous knockout punch from Daniel Dubois. let's just have a look again at how those punches came, Richie.
Yeah, it was a good start from him, wasn't he? So he backed him in the corner. There's that short chopping right hand. That was a cracking shot, probably the first 10 to 15 seconds of the contest. Here now he's looking for the hook, misses there, comes back with the right hand. That's a good shot just on the side of the temple, but this is the big one. Crack. That's a hell of a shot right on the point of the chin. You can see the head. You know, that's punch perfect, John. A super punch indeed. And thankfully AJ Carter's okay, but another very impressive display by Daniel Dubois. And let's get that right, John, at the end of the day. He can only beat what's put in front of him, and he's done his job tonight.
He most certainly did that. He steamrolled AJ Carter, who knows now all about the punching power of Daniel Dubois. We can now get official confirmation of the result.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the official time. 48 seconds of round number 1. Under British rules, this contest declared a technical countout. Therefore, your winner, still undefeated, Triple D, Daniel Dynamite Dubois.
Belt now strapped around his waist, and I'll get myself with a microphone and be talking to him in just a few moments.
And John, not for the first time, the interview will be longer than the fight action. Ryan Rhodes is our special guest here tonight. Ryan, of course, blazed a trail early in his professional career. We think your first 16, you won 13 by stoppages. And this young man, Ryan, looks, he's cut from the same cloth. Different weight division, lots of differences. But that essential similarity there. What did you see here as we look at it again from the top?
I think he's past this level. That's what I'm talking about. I boxed for the British title on my 11th pro fight, and I think Daniel Dubois is more than ready for this level. Look,
you were a big puncher. Just technically, that shot, it was so, and Richie said it, so short.
The right hands aren't travelling far. This is how hard this young kid can hit. They don't have to travel far, and when they land, you can see the expression on his opponent's faces. They don't want to be hit by another shot like that. If I'm honest, maybe this fight could have been stopped on the second knockdown. I don't think he had anything to give after this. His legs are still slightly unsteady there. Did he need to take this shot? I don't think so.
Steve?
It maybe could have been stopped then, but I think in defence of the referee slightly, if there is a defence, AJ Carter takes the count on his knees. He's not stumbling, he's not struggling to get up. Of course it should have been stopped then, you heard me shout, but that's in defence of the referee. He's looking at AJ Carter's on his knees. And that first shot, you talk about the distance it travelled like Richie did, and that's because if your feet are right, the punch doesn't need to travel very far, because all the power's coming up from your left toe if it's a left hook, and your right toe if it's a short right. So that punch can be 6 inches, 8 inches. In the 50s and 60s, all the great fighters, all they ever talked about, Henry Cooper's left hook, it only travels 2 inches, 4 inches, 6 inches. That's what people talked about. That's because their balance was right. This kid is a throwback heavyweight, Paul.
Let's find out a little bit more about him. Again, remembering new viewers on BT Sport here in 17, 18 who maybe didn't witness the early stages. So your first chance to meet him now with John Rawling.
Daniel, 48 seconds was all that it took. That was a great shot you caught him with.
Yeah, good timing, and I was very focused for this fight. I trained very hard, so I expected that of myself.
Is that right hand that you hit him with the third one which put him down? Is that as good a punch as you've thrown?
I've thrown better, but I'm just trying to improve all the time, and the more correct my shots, whoever they land on will go down. But I hope he's okay, and I hope he recovers. He should recover. It was quick, and it's better that way that I go out there and do the business first round instead of both of us having to endure punishment for the duration of 10 rounds.
It's kind of one of the things which people who aren't really close to the boxing business don't really quite appreciate. While you're looking to get the guy out of there and to win the fight as quickly as and emphatically as possible, the last thing you want is to inflict lasting damage.
Yeah, of course. I just want to get over and done with straight away, you know. As soon as the first bell rings, I want to get this fight over and done. And I just hope he's okay, and I hope he recovers from it. But I just go out there and do my job.
let's just bring Frank Warren in here, because in an ideal world, brilliant as he was there, and getting him out as quickly as he did, would you want to see Daniel in with more time, more rounds in there?
Well, obviously I would do, but what do you do? He's a puncher, he's a big puncher. He can box as well. He's got a superb jab. The other guy come to fight. It wasn't like a guy, I think he clipped you with a good shot, and he took it. And in that very short space of time, obviously it's over. Of course, I'd like to see him get some rounds under his belt, but it's going to have to be find someone who's got a cast iron chin. Because I think he's the hardest punching heavyweight I've seen for years. And I really mean that. You go back to Mike Tyson days. Mike Tyson getting rid of guys. That's what he's doing. Every punch he throws, whether it's a jab, whatever he throws, it's a punch, as they say, the old adage, with bad intentions. He's trying to take you out of them, and he does it.
Now, another fighter who you've got under contract, Nathan Gorman's going to be fighting soon for the English title, and I guess the English title is one option that you could be going for.
Well, why not? I mean, that's a fight down the road for the guys, and we can build that into being a nice fight. Nathan's just come with us, Anthony's with us, and I'm sure that will happen sometime next year. It's a fight I'm sure that all the fans will want to see, and it's a fight that the guys will want. He wants to fight the best. Nathan wants to fight the best. That's what they do. He's for me, he's the best young heavyweight out there at the moment in the world, not in Britain, in the world. And I don't go banging the drum, especially for young guys, but I really do think that the future is so good for him, so good for Daniel. And just the thing about him is he loves it. He's in the gym training, he wants it, and that is very important for a fighter. It's not just about showing up, getting out of condition. He's in condition all the time. He wants to be the world champion.
And Ring Magazine over in the United States, Daniel, have mentioned you as one of the hottest young prospects out there. And the guys who run that business and run that magazine, they certainly know a bit about it. So well done, and you must be happy to have come through as a winner again.
Oh, definitely. I appreciate all the exposure BT Sport and Frank Warren himself gives me on getting on these shows, and I just hope to keep the ball rolling and go on to bigger, better things.
Keep winning, Daniel. Well done.
Appreciate it. Thanks.